We tried walking across the map without dying, and we succeeded. We tried biking across the map without dying, we succeeded. We have flown across the map, driven massive trucks, small trucks, and yet, to this day, we stand before you undefeated. But every single one of these challenges has led up to this single moment, the ultimate test. We have learned all of the dangers that this city holds, and now it is time for the ultimate, extra special Olympics. A triathlon across the map without dying. And of course, no cheesing of any description, and it must be in a lobby with at least 25 players. We begin at LSIA on a bike. We race to the Alamo Sea. We swim across Palito Bay, and then we run up to Mount Chili to touch the tippity top, and then head down to finally make it to get that sweet, epic victory royale. Ladies and gentlemen, I must ask you to stand up, spin on the spot for 10 seconds. Now quickly, open your eyes, grab the first thing you can find, and absolutely maul the like and subscribe button with that. Also, let everyone know what you just smashed in the comments down below. And ladies and gentlemen, time to get comfortable and enjoy the TV show.
Oh yeah! Oh no!
Attempt number 1. As many of you know, this isn't our first rodeo on the damn bicycle. Oh no. We've done this before, and thus, we were fairly confident about this one. We knew all about the wicked ways and the traps that may befall upon us. Like I said, this is not really a challenge. This is a test of everything that we've learned so far. And so, we flew off into the morning sun. But we were shortly in our challenge when we decided to ramp up the difficulty for attempt number 1. A bounty. And us, the bike boys, were on it to claim it. We rode onwards in our toit pants, whipped out the SMG and prepped the living hell out of the vehicle the two inhabitants were in. Unfortunately, we absolutely riddled the wrong person, and thus we went back in for seconds. We got him. We have now poked the beehive with our micro submachine guns, and it wouldn't be long before the man would come in for a quick snack. And thus, moments later, just over the Alice River, the chase was on. I dove into the alleyways, but the player was on Dave like a rash on a butt. But one swift grenade and kaboom! It was all over. After all of that commotion, it was surely time for a quick sprung stop. And let it be on the record here, do you see the form? Do you see the synchronization? This is months of training. This is absolutely delicious sprung spectacular right here, ladies and gentlemen. We went onwards through the Vinewood Hills, sugared up out of our minds, nearly climbing mountains vertically. Spider-Man doesn't have nothing on these calves right here. And many of you would see a mountain like this and think, impossible. But you have not pushed our bodies like we have. May God bear witness of majestic greatness on this steep mountain as we push our bodies like no one has ever done on the history of Steely Wheelie Automobili. We made it up, and as gravity dictates, what goes up must go down. So after 15 minutes of adrenaline-pumped greatness, we made it to Arthur's Pass, and it was now time to finish the full spectacular with a jump of the ages.
Oh no! Oh no! Idiot!
It's over. It's over.
Idiot!
Oh, attempt number 2. After 15 minutes of harassment from Dave cause of failing that jump, we went back to the start and we started again. Full speed ahead, right through the middle of town, right through the total anarchy of Los Santos, not a single frick given. And it was just past the heart of the city where we were greeted by another player, also on a bike. Obviously curious, but also wanted by the police. Now this was of course a recipe for disaster. We all know how volatile the players are, but combine that with the force of destruction that is the LSPD, well, you got yourself a whole bouquet of whoopsie daisies ready to be plucked. And just like that, the police bike swerved us into the concrete building, nearly killing Dave in the process. The player dies, but here we stand, alive and well. Again, time for a quick sprung stop. Time to vertically climb the mountain, accompanied by yet another curious player. And down Arthur's Pass we go. It was now time to redeem myself on the jump of the ages.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
But as I flew down, I was smitten down by a tree. Tears rolled down my face, but then Dave fucked up even worse than I did and died on the slippery slopes entering Blaine County. Attempt number 3. Okay, this goddamn mountain really was an issue apparently, so we are just gonna be a wee bit more careful. Down the road, down the streets, quick sprung stop, fuck it. We gotta go around and get to Blaine another way. But just like that, a player spawned in and he wanted a piece of the tide. And seconds later, he took down Dave in a blaze of glory. But I wasn't going down that easy, and thus the chase was on. I went flying through the alleyways, making the tightest of turns and the tightest of bends. Went left, went right, zigzag, serpentine, but I couldn't shake him. And when I thought I was gonna get away, the absolute unexpected happened. A rogue bullet hit his high-pressure pipe and sent a gust of steam flying in my direction. It knocked me off my back, and just like that, attempt number 3 came to a tragic end. Attempt number 4. God damn it. And just when we thought we were prepared for everything that Los Santos could possibly throw at us, we are seeing brand new ways to tragically perish. We got comfortable, we paid the highest price. We are now 1 hour in trying to finish this damn challenge, and yet the end is nowhere to be seen. But attempt number 4 was going to be different. I felt it in my soul. This was going to be the one. Until Dave realized he had a flat tire and we had to start over. Attempt number 6. Alright, this was legit going to be the one. I felt it in my bones. So we went through the city, we went past the mountain, and now Arthur's Pass was coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we are ready. I decided to do the one-hand technique, and by all the gods above, old and the new, we are just flying down this mountain now. For once, the gods were on our side. I could feel the breeze going through my hair as I went flying. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
Oh no!
Oh.
And we nearly died, but now we feel more comfortable than ever, and thus we stunted our way down the damn mountain towards part 2 of our challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, easy peasy lemon squeezy as we fly over one another, and just like that, we made it all the way down to the Alamo Sea. Now it was time to put on our bathing suits, a swim across the Alamo Sea, and well, after 5 short minutes we made it across nice and easy. But now it was time for the final test of the ages. A triathlon is not complete without a running section, and so we put on our running attire. We prepared by limbering up, and now it is time. And thus we shall run all the way up Mount Chili, and so we did. With a gorgeous setting sun over the western ocean, we climbed and we climbed to where the earth meets the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is not perfection, I do not know what is. Just 2 bros working it up on that mountain. It's kinda like Brokeback Mountain, except it is nothing like it. And after a manly, long climb, we made it to the top. We circled the platform to signal our great achievement, and now it is time to make our way down. Ladies and gentlemen, we could smell the sweet scent of a salty victory royale, which the wind carries over the side of the mountain. I could physically see the tippity top of the map where we need to be, but then tragedy struck. After 30 minutes of hard labor, we slipped and came crashing down the mountain, and tears rolled down our cheeks as we know we have to go back to the start. Attempt number 7. Alright, we had the biking down, so we flew across the map, went through Office Pass, did the jump, made it to the Alamo Sea, put on the swimsuit, swam across, put on the running attire, made it all the way up the goddamn mountain, and now it was time to be slightly more cautious. These hills are very, very treacherous, so we started experimenting. Perhaps zigzagging down will make things easier, and it did seem to help a ton, but the mountain was getting steeper and steeper and more dangerous with each and every passing step.
Oh, my Zag wasn't Ziggy enough. Please, God. Please.
Stop.
Ziggy Azalea.
Stop.
Stop on me.
Oh God, we nearly came crashing down the mountain. One step at a time again, one step at a time.
No. Oh. Oh.
Oh shit. But then...
Are you mad? Are you mad?
Yes, apparently I am. Apparently I'm just too crazy for this world. See you in hell, bitches!
Dave made an enormous error in judgment and flew down the mountain. A moment of silence befell upon the steep mountain slopes, not for my friend who I saw daub before my very eyes, but for the simple fact that we both are having to go back to the start now. Time number 8. Alright, same shit. Biking, quick sprung stop, down mountain, quick swim, up mountain. 30 minutes later we arrived, so we kept going left. But the entire left flank of the mountain is simply too steep, so this time we take a quick gander on the right side. And this side seemed promising. Less steep, more angles, and thus we started mountaineering our way down. But tragedy struck once again as I quite literally accidentally pressed down on my new hypersensitive keyboard spacebar, and just like that, I hopped straight into my doom. Attempt number 9. Now do not mistake these last 4 attempts as being quickies behind each run. There is at least half an hour of absolute agony in each and every passing second. But we were not disheartened at all. We have trained for this and we will see this through to completion. But we have come to the realization that we lack sufficient training on Mount Chili. And thus attempt number 9 began. We made it through the city, over the mountain, down the mountain, past the Alamo Sea, all the way up Mount Chiliad, and then it was time to pass the final test. We've learned a lot about Mount Chili, things we have never had to deal with before, and now it was time to harness knowledge into power. We started heading east and tried to find the first passable trail, and after a tiny walk we indeed found something that we could work with. Carefully we started making our way down, using the power of the zigzag. We are now finally making it. And after 10 minutes of mountaineering, we were but one jump away from touchdown on safe soil. And after this, we headed down the beach, straight into the arms of cheering fans, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. We are now the record holders of the first ever Los Santos Olympics, with a time of 35 minutes and 30 seconds. Now here is where I challenge you. Beat our time, record it, upload it to YouTube, and then let me know by posting in my Discord or tweet it at me. I would love to see what you make of this challenge. And ladies and gentlemen, that leads me to the very end of this video, where I will thank you all the members of this YouTube channel. You guys are the absolute best, and let me tell you, there's over 100 of you now, and I legit cannot believe it. I am super grateful for this support, and hell, if you want to join the Sprung boys and gals, please feel free to smash the join button so you can enjoy some of the perks like seeing videos early and maybe joining Cops and Crooks. And yeah, with that all being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one, okay? Peace out.